Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this awesome looking Android box. This is fully loaded box. Remember that if you want to watch the full version, you have to visit our website to watch it. This is the YouTube friendly version, and this is made by a company called Unblock Tech, and the model number on this is called Ubox 10. And I want to mention that there's a lot of things involved in it, so just watch the video to learn more about it. How many gigabyte it is, what type of network they have, and what type of chipset, which OS they have. And I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Make sure you click the notification icon. Select all in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. In here are all the components that are part of the box. It does come with this warranty card, which you have to fill it out. And it also comes with this user manual, which is really simple and very effective when you look at it. So it talks about everything, starting with what's involved inside of the box, how you're going to see everything on the actual box, and what you're going to be able to connect, the remote itself, all the functions, the turning on and off. And then the last part is going to be disclaimer on what is involved. And on the other side is just on one of the Chinese languages. I do not know if it's Mandarin or Cantonese, but it's really nicely written, very simple to see and very easy to read. Now this box also comes with this remote, which is an IR remote, and it has all the functions that you need in the box. And you're also going to be able to control your TV with it. You need the learning instructions, which is available on their website, and then more information is going to be around it. This is IR, it's not Bluetooth, but once you open it, it takes two AAA batteries, which is not included in the box, but it's very easy to open and close. And again, they have their name engraved right in the bottom, which is really cool on how this is been done. And it also comes with this power adapter. This power adapter is 5 volt 2 amps, created for Canada and United States. And in this part is the one that goes to the box. And it also comes with this HDMI cable. And then comes the actual box. I really like how this has been designed. Going around it, it has a lot of markings, but it's white color that really stands out. I really like that little look that they have placed with their name on top, and this is all engraved. I really like that too, and it is in Chinese, and also it says it in English. Right underneath of it's called Unblock Tech. I really like that how this has been designed. Now going from the front part of it, you have nothing but that little cut that probably going to turn on. I haven't seen it yet, and I haven't played with it yet, so this is the first real touch that we have done to this. And then you go into the AV port in the back, which doesn't have any kind of connection came with it. And then you have an HDMI connection, you have a LAN connection, you have one USB 2.0 port, and then you have a power connection, which is 5 volt 2 amps. Going on one side of it, I really like that they have indicated this is OS 10 version right on the actual box. You have a TF card reader, and then you have another USB 2.0, but they have managed to change that also, not black but white one, so it matches the actual case itself or the chassis. Now going to the bottom part of it, I really like how they have made these little cuts so it can sit properly, and this way these LEDs will work once you turn it on. But you do have lots of holes for ventilation. You have these little rubber legs, so when you put it on the actual table and you want to move it, and you can see that I cannot really move it that much. It's very hard to move it, which is really good. So that means if you want to have a power in an HDMI and that has a little pull to it, it is not really going to move that much. Well, it doesn't have that much weight to it. Now, one more thing I really noticed is the name is right on the top, called Ubox 10. You have a little QR code for the actual box, so it directly goes to their website, so you know where to go. Their website is written all over the place. And on top of that, you have these little holes. So if you want to hook this up to a wall perfectly, you can just align it, put the screw, and then it's just going to hook up really easily. So this way it is going to be at the back of your TV. You can do that too. It's really nicely designed, and there's lots of holes for ventilation for this box. All right, enough said about it. Let's connect it and see what's involved in the box. Remember that for CEC purposes, we're going to connect the HDMI first and then the power. And once you turn it on, this what you should see first. And then it goes into this little animated screen. And here you go. This is how it looks. This is their main launcher. You have popular, you have my favorite, and then you have some little information so you can get the QR code so you can get some help if you do need it. At the bottom of it, you have app market, browser, and then more apps. There is their logo right on the top for the company, and then you have time and date, and this will tell you if you're connected to the internet or not. One more thing that I have to mention that I really like is if you scroll up or press the up arrow key, you have these little options. So you can go to your network settings, and this way you can connect to Wi-Fi, which mine is turned off, and that's why I didn't. So this way you can see it. And then once you connect it, that's how easy it is to process. Go back. And then also you can go back on the top. You have some more little icons, something like edit mode. Yes, you can change certain icons. And you can only turn off the actual box, reboot the box, and if you have Miracast, it will really work. If you press on the bottom arrow twice, it will give you these little parts, something like system boost. This is if you have any background apps, it will get rid of it. Another part is settings, and then you do have some customer service little information that you can come up, and also file manager if you want to play anything from your network or internal, and also trash. This is where you go if you want to delete certain apps. If you go towards the right, you get some more apps. This is really cool because it gives you all options that you need, that what was shortcutted already. And that way you can see all the apps that are included inside of it. But this is not only thing, we have also installed some apps so we can do our video. And if you go to more apps, you can also see everything over here very easily that you can process and play with. So remember, this is YouTube friendly, but if you are going to watch this on our website, then you will get everything in full. But if you're watching this on YouTube, don't worry. Scroll down at the bottom of this video. There's a little part that is called More Info. You can open it and then you can click on the full link. So you can go to our website to view the full review about it. This is just a regular review for YouTube friendly. So this way you can process. But once you go to popular, you will get all the apps that is involved. And the ones that are not installed will have little icons that will tell you this app is not installed, and very easily you can install it. Alright, so enough said about it. Let's go through some benchmarking. Number one that we're going to launch will be YouTube. Now you can see that the actual player does not go over 1080p. No matter what you're trying to do or even hook it up to a 4K TV, this app would not play more than 1080p. So it's fully understandable. Let's go a little bit geeky inside of it. Alright, so right now you can see that this is playing it on 1080p. You can see that there's 0 frame drop as you can see it right now. It is running it on 1080p 60 frames per second, which is really good. But you can see that it also going to rely on 720p in order to make sure that you got a proper picture. That's not the only thing. The codec that they're using right now is AVC, one that is, and also OPUS, because most of the videos that's going to play on YouTube plays with OPUS in order for you to get a vibrant and proper color pictures on it. But it plays it perfectly. Again, it's just on 1080p. The next app we want to play with is going to be Aida64. Now, Aida64 has a lot of information in RAW, which we really like to play with. So we will go to System, and that's the first thing. You can see the name shows as Google Pixel 3, which is not, but the device code name is called Blue Line. Now, if you want to go more down, you will see that this is running on 4 GB of lower power DDR4 RAM, and how much has been used and how much is available. And on top of that, the storage on this is 64 GB, and you can see that how much has been used and how much is available. This is for internal. This is the first box that I have seen that says Bluetooth is indicating that this is 5, which is very good. So that means somebody is paying attention on coding in order for this to work properly. Now for CPU, this is running all-winner chipset, which is H313 and H616 combined together to make this very powerful box. It is ARM Cortex-A53 running on 1416 megahertz. It is 64-bit ARM, which means that the board is 64-bit. They have managed to run it on 32-bit. Now going down, you have the clock speed, and there you go, there's 4 cores, and how much it's going to, which is going to almost to the maximum. The CPU utilization is roughly about 19%, which is really good. Here's the best part. This is native resolution on 1080p. It is OLED, it's called. And when you go to GPU, it's rendering on Mali G31, which is a single core processor on 60 Hz. It is running on landscape mode, as you can see it right now. And on top of that, the OpenGL on this is 3.2, means that if you want to play with certain games, it will run for you like a butter. It's going to be very smooth. Now the network on this is, now it is Wi-Fi, and you can see that 5G band is supported, which is really good. Now the Android version on this is version 12, which is snow cone, and the API level on this is 31, and you can see the security is not that old, which is really good. Now a lot of you always going to ask me that show all of the codecs, and here it is, all of them that has been added to this, which will be really good to play with something like OS 12, which will be supporting the V8, VP8, MPEG-4, VP9, and more is going to be inside of it. But the best part is that as long as it plays your videos very smoothly, that's what you're really looking for. Now I have to mention that when you are going to play with something like Netflix or with Disney Plus, it does require a Air Mouse remote. It is not going to give you a excellent quality when it comes to Netflix. Something like Disney Plus is also roughly about 1080p, which is not going to go to UHD with this box. Again, it does the job for you, but you don't really need it because there's so much stuff has been involved and comes with this box. The next part of this video, we're going to show you exactly how you will be able to change this light to different ones. Now there is an app that is installed in the box itself, and what you need to do is you need to go over it and select it. Once you're here, you will be able to change colors to any of these colors as you wish. So here you go. Number one is make sure this is on, says on, and then this is on always. Now number one is, let's change it to blue, and you can see that right now it changed to blue. The next part is going to be the Kion, and you can see that the light already changed. When you go to green, it changes to green. Now when you want to go to red, it changes to red. I really like that because it's going to change to all these colors that you're going to mention. And on the screen it shows you, and now also on the box, you can see it that it's changing. So this is pretty cool that you can be able to change to any of these colors as you wish. Now the only thing that I really like is going to be this one called breathing. If I have to select it, now it is just going to go to different colors. And it just keeps changing and changing. I really like that. And then if you want to reset, you can do it back, and it will be back one of the colors. So you need to select one of them in order to become that color. Something like this. And voila, and it's going to work. So this was something I wanted to mention to you guys, that yes, you will be able to control that light in the bottom. The next thing we're going to check will be the speed test. Now we have already processed some of these speed tests, so we can tell you exactly how good this will look. Now, number one, we tried it with Wi-Fi. Remember that we're using Wi-Fi 6, but this box can read 5, and we do have a 1.5 gigabit internet and 50 megabit of upload. You can see that right now we are exceeding about 101 for our download, and you can see the arc going up and down. This is on Wi-Fi and just stays steady, which is really good. Again, But when it comes to the upload, it stayed really good, and it went down a little bit. So it went to about 47, but it stayed about 49.9, which is a really good number. Now our idle or our ping was really good, which was 15. Now this is test number 1. We tried it one more time, and we got exactly about same amount of speed when it comes to download. And you can see the actual arc that goes up and down. It's not a lot, but again, it's enough to tell you that it works when it comes to your connectivity. Now, when it comes to upload, it actually exceeded, which is really good, and my idle even more down, which was 14. Now, this is on Wi-Fi. When it comes to an actual speed on the LAN connection, we only received 94.3. That means is this box is only 10100, and we got the 53.4 and 53.8 in this case for our upload rate. Again, it's really good when it comes to the upload rate for our landline, and our idle was really good. So that means is it works perfectly when it comes to landline. We did it one more time, and we got exact same result, and you can see that it's really steady. And then when it goes over here, it arc a little bit up and down, which was about 94.8, but again stayed on 94.3. When it comes to upload, it just went down a little bit because it was arcing. It looks like somebody was using the internet to upload on the internet, and our ping went down to 14. Again, it looks really good. They have done the job properly, but if this box had a gigabit LAN, it would be a little bit better, but this is not bad. It's still going to exceed. It is really good, and you can see the ping and the megabits have its own little string over here. It will tell you more about it, but this is how it is, and it is exceeding. The next thing we're going to cover on this will be some video playing to see exactly how good this will play the video. So for that, we will launch VLC. Now I have already moved some of my files on a USB and connected to this. Remember that this box do not have USB 3, so it's all going to play from USB 2.0. And the video that I'm going to play first is just 1080p, very old video, and you can see that it plays it very nicely. I am sure you can probably hear the actual voice or the noise from the video, but this is how it plays it, and it looks really slick, and there's no stop to it. So that's one thing. The next thing is the regular 4K video that we have videoed, and we're going to play it. You can see that it is a little bit paused right now. It didn't play it yet. It looks like it is not going to play because this is a regular 4K, but it's a very big map. There's a lot of things around here, and also there's going to be birds moving. It looks like this is totally frozen. So I'm not going to play this because maybe the format is not proper for it. This is something that they have entered for this, but this one is a Samsung video that I have, and I can hear the voice, but I don't have a video. So it's not going to play 4K and play the video that we wanted it as 4K and 10 bits, but it does play 1080p perfectly if you have your own. And if you want to stream a lot of videos online, are only going to be maximum of 1080p, but players, it will play it for you perfectly. Most of them are 720p. Even if it says 4K, it's not going to be a real 4K. So they know about these box and how it works. All the links will be available in the bottom of the video where you can order it from, except that I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment in the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xctex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places, and thank you.